We are live. Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today? I need to go to YouTube. Adjust the thumbnail. YouTube Studio. Content. Live. Pencil button. Upload thumbnail. How we doing today, Jose? How we doing today? How we doing today? Now, remember, everybody, if we hit 15 likes, we will do. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Roll Tide. I think that's still one of my favorite things with that he made for me. It was just that intro. Well, obviously, that's one thing he's made for you, but like that was my favorite part. So I did that take after my 25-hour live stream. I stayed awake and I was talking to him, and we just kept going back and forth. He's like, "Can you send me some clips?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." And every time I said "Welcome to Best Ball Nation," it just came out Southern. Welcome, Best Ball Nation. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Every time after I finished, I'm like, "Roll Tide." What am I doing? I am uploading. This is not made for kids, y'all. This is singles nights. This is good to get spicy. Oh my god. Alrighty. The thing is in. Now we need to go to the channel, hit the like button myself, and we lost a subscriber. That's no good. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not for everybody. That is okay. DraftKings Best Ball single entry. I try to make it as optimal, as easy it is to find me. If you can't find me, I don't know what else I can do to help you. I'm pretty easy to find. What am I doing here? I am clicking Best Ball, going over to the $5 40K single entry. Holy cow, dude, this got close to filling. Okay. 9:10 my time. We are jumping into the $5 tournament. I believe it's the 40K. I'm going to double check, make sure that is the one I have not entered on my phone. Don't want to have a snafu, if you know what I mean. What up, Brent? Good to have you back for another day. My friend and I just made a YouTube channel. What do you use to create your thumbnails? I just started doing it. Obviously, it's brand new to creating thumbnails, but I used to just take pictures and just upload it. It used to be, you can see my whole background, and it's always messy. But I'm using the free version of Canva. I just canceled my Artlist.io that expires September 6th, which kind of works out. But I might get the pro version of Canva. Haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about it. So, yep. 3 minutes, we get that contest going. Oh, yeah, I got distracted. What up, Doc? Best Ball Nation. If you get in a $3, I'll jump in. I have $3 in the account at the moment. We're jumping into the $5 single entry tonight. And we are probably, we had to hit 15 likes to get to the next, to do a Millie Maker draft tonight. I have a long day at work tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm cheering for you guys to get to 15, but I hit the like button too, so I know for a fact it's 14 left. All right. Single entry. It is the 40K. 2 minutes, we're jumping into the 45, or to the 40. I just did a... Hey, Dolan, hey, say hi, buddy. Say hi first. Just don't be coming in. I just got Mahomes. You say, hey, what's up? What's going on? We're people here. We talk, man. just jumping into the beans, you know, you can get me all excited. All right, give me a second, get everything kind of set up so I can jump in at 9:10. Less than a minute to go, y'all. There we go. I just did a Mahomes quadruple stack. Kelsey, Rice, Brown, and Worthy. Does that seem optimal to you? No. Can it win, though? Yes. Got Bijan, Puka, Waddle start from the 8 spot today. Felt pretty unique with both Puka and Waddle falling. Yeah, Waddle falling to the mid-third. I mean, assuming you got him in the mid-third. Unless you pulled up Bijan. No, you said from the 8 spot. So, yeah, that's a pretty good fall for Waddle. I mean, I would say it was unique. Oh, jump in, everybody. Jump in. 3 of 12. I hope that means that you know, it's just us 3. I would say, Brent, that was unique, but it depends if this is the Millie Maker. If it's the Millie Maker, Waddle was actually going at the back end until he got his deal, and then he started to creep up. So it's unique for the time period that we are currently in, but as unique as it comes to the overall, not as unique. Does that make sense? B. Kurt, Mr. Bernie himself. Yo. Have a fun stream. Thank you, buddy. Everyone, hit the reaction button to get this pumping through the algorithm. I already maxed this one. How did you max this one? It just, to be fair, it's already almost full. It's kind of wild. This was the $3, so it hasn't been open really long. It does. This is $5. $5 single entry. $5 single entry. Oh, that was the $3. So yeah, it may be unique. Sorry, I didn't process on what I was reading. It might be unique. To be fair, the Bijan Puka, not as unique. Obviously, with the Puka injury, he's going to slide a little bit. But the Waddle part is the unique part. That is nice. Man, I've been telling y'all that we were doing this for a whole 2 weeks. So we might be almost filled here. I have no idea. 7 of 12. 7 of 12. Y'all are silly. Oh, I need to see who's in this draft. Let's see who's already in here. I know Spot 007 is going to be in here. All right, yeah. All right. We got a bunch of people's names I do not know. Why is it used to be like this was like up here? Oh, well. I don't know a lot of these names. Rules and scoring. Draft requirements. In order to be eligible for prizes, best ball contests, you must either edit the pre-draft rankings, add a player to your queue during the draft, or make a manual pick during the draft. Failure to take at least one of the prior 3 actions will result in an invalid entry, and you will not be eligible for prizes, and your entry fee will be forfeited. I don't know why I feel like I had to read that to you guys, but I feel like I should probably read that after every draft versus the lot or the ranks versus the lobby. I should feel like I should read that to, you know, as a disclaimer that I have edited my pre-rankings. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go to 32 beat writers, see what happened today. I kind of kept up with it. As you guys do know, I am doing my drafts while I'm working at work, and it is hard to keep up with the information that is happening. Like I'm glad I didn't have a lot of Rondell Moore because this man has a lot of Josh Downs, and I have like 0 Darnell Mooney, so that didn't feel great either. But it is what it is. All right, let's take a peeky on what we got going on here. I got the 4 picks, so we're getting Jamar Chase, most likely. Okay, I was expecting some more names that I would notice, but I don't know a lot of these names. Mark, Allah, McLaughlin, Mark, Lahone, 10, Big Dog, 1991. You're a young dog, 1991. Prime Time, number 6. Matt Harrington, I'm assuming. Child, please. Mud King 75. I'm trying to draft with you, Mud King. I don't know when or where we have a draft together. N Salem 05 22. Our boy Jose in the chat. Spy 007. J Penny 9. Big Blue Guy 10. I think I'm thinking of the big blue-eyed guy that I've done a draft with the last 3 years. And then the Twin Network, I feel like it's some kind of wrestling guy picture. I could be wrong. I'm not really entirely sure what I'm looking at there. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Let's see here. Channel content. Y'all already killing it. 7 likes, 7 viewers, 12 views. That means it's already lost 5 people, but that's okay. I only love the 7 people that are here. All right, this is single entry, so might get off may not go as normal as possible. This is a get your guys type of draft. What happened to my rankings? Is this my rankings? Oh, I just didn't see Hill because he's already gone. I was getting baffled. I was like, so something didn't look right. No, this isn't my rankings. Is it my rankings? I don't remember doing these for my rankings. I've never had Amon-Ra ahead of Jefferson. Hold up. This is my rankings. Did I move Amon-Ra ahead of Jefferson? We're going to switch that shit right back. Why did Amon-Ra move it? Why did I do that? Sorry, guys. I'm going through a mental breakdown here. Is this my rankings? Yeah, this is my rankings. My brain can't comprehend why I put Amon-Ra. That must have been an accident, misclick or something. I don't know. Is the chat still going? I don't see anybody post anything. Y'all are here. Come tell me about your day. Tell me about the news that I might have missed. I got a headset on. Like there's any noise coming out of this thing. It's just noise canceling, if anything else. Let's see here. What do we got? Wave 2. Here's a glimpse at Jameson Williams' player page. This is what you get for every player for $5 a month plus our stock reports and summary articles. Move on. Let's see here. Ooh. Number 3, T. Higgins had a bunch of receptions, hauling a 65-yard touchdown pass from Joe Burrow and forcing me to backpedal out of the way on this sideline catch. You can tell he's on a commission to have a great season, said Troy Walters. I feel like I drafted Troy or played with Troy Walters on Madden. Are you buying the Mingo hype? Yes. Yeah, I am. I don't know why. There's no reason for me to buy some Mingo hype. But yeah, I'm all in on this Mingo hype. I've drafted him in 3 drafts in the last 2 days. So that's like 30% in the last 2 days. Indie player injured? Yeah, that's tough. I had like I had 14% on both sites, which is, a pretty decent amount. And so that stinks. But I looked at a lot of my drafts that I had him with. He was usually the 6th or 7th wide receiver. So he's not a core piece, right? But it does stink. The good news is he didn't get the Rondell Moore injury. Therefore, he has the potential to come back out of this injury and succeed. I'm hitting the reaction button for you to help you bring in viewers. Are you going to watch any of the preseason games tomorrow? I see. I get home. It's usually about 7:05. The game starts at 7. Kids usually playing Fortnite till 7:10 when I'm done eating. I usually eat about 5 to 10 minutes. Then we play Fortnite. I mean, I'll probably watch the end of them. I'll probably have some money down. I wasn't able to, dude, imagine, I would have been so rich. I would have bet some Colin Johnson props. Obviously, that's my guy. I don't even know who's playing tomorrow, to be honest with you. But I'm excited. Yeah, dude, I watch all football games. I'm going to get... Dude, someone's getting a hell of a steal with Olave here and or Jalen Waddle, but I'm grabbing Malik Neighbors. I'm bringing up that ADP for everybody. I don't care. You're going to tell me that Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, who are on my million-making winning teams, that I get to bring in the most electrifying, the most talented wide receiver, Malik Neighbors? Yeah, please, sign me up. Sign me up, boss. I bet just listening here. No, I get it. I was just running. I just didn't have anything to talk about when I came back from. I don't know what I was talking about beforehand, and I was, a little bit of interaction here and there. Definitely, I realized that I need you guys to talk to me a little bit more, so that when I put out shorts, it's just not me rambling about absolutely nothing. And I only ask to have a little bit of feedback because I can create content that I can reuse for shorts later on. So when I get questions in the chat, I can then, have a statement where I talk about it. Feeling like the Q tag makes players fall fast on DK. Yeah, the market is quick to react to any out tag, any Q tag. It's kind of funny though because it doesn't affect CFC or Tyreek Hill or CeeDee Lamb. I guess CeeDee Lamb did go in the 3rd spot here, but that might be a personal choice. Might be. I don't know. Maybe it is because he's listed as out. I think the day that I do the big streams, unless I get the 400, we will. If I get the 400, we're doing a 25-hour live stream from that Wednesday when my son goes to school till the next day. We might call it a 23-hour. Oh, who knows? Somebody might go take him back to school. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling that day. But yeah, I guess I'd probably fall asleep if I took him to school. So might as well just keep drafting. And anywho, unless we get to that, but if not, I'm thinking about auto locking this exact start for the future, potentially, because I would like to end my draft with 30% of these guys or more, if I could. By the way, it is hard to start on Underdog. It is almost impossible because on Underdog, Malik Neighbors goes at 26, and for some reason, like, he never makes it back to me when I get Chase. On DraftKings, it's not easy, but it's more obtainable on a kind of regular basis. We might get, we might get Lamar Jackson here. Oh, never mind. Oh wait, Joe Burrow just went. Hold up, wait a second. Big Dog 1991 getting his quarterback, kind of not ruining my squad, but kind of making it hard on everybody to succeed here. We're going to go ahead and grab Trey McBride because it pairs up with Cooper Kupp week 17. I was going to go with him in the... Well, I'm glad I didn't go T because I usually go T when I make this start. Well, I have gone T before. It's going to lower my percentage of Joe Burrow. Sheesh. Let's see here. Do you have any dynasty knowledge on how the value players are strictly best ball now? I've only ever done best ball. I have a dynasty league. I have dynasty knowledge, but I've always been a proponent. And why I've never won a dynasty league, so take that for what it's worth. I've won keeper leagues and redraft leagues for my entire life, right? And then, so I tried playing in it. I tried making my own dynasty league with my buddies. I still couldn't win. It was hard for me to bring back and draft players for now. I always drafting for the future and never playing for the now. So I feel like I was never in contention, and I would make the playoffs, but I'd never do well in the playoffs. Where do you say you were with at downs and more? I've got 0 more and 12% downs. That's almost exactly what I have. I had like 2% down more, just because I was like, I had Kirk Cousins, and it was a backstacking because I didn't have a quarterback at that time, and so I grabbed more late. Let me move the board down just a little bit. So yeah, I have just practically 0 downs, and I had 14%, 0% more, 14% downs. So very, very similar, very similar. Last year's 24-hour live stream was awesome. It was 25 hours and change last year. Just want to put that out. Got to break it up this time, 12 and 12. Yeah. It might just be a 10-10 this year. Still debating. Why Wednesday? Why not Friday or Saturday night? So the tournament may fill. That's problem one that I'm thinking about for Underdog. And then I took off 2 days to get these wrapped up, and my niece's birthday and my mom's birthday is that weekend, so I'm going out to the beach that day on Saturday. And I would just like to be wrapped up before the weekend with the big tournaments. You guys, this is so much value here. I can't wrap my head around it. Draft Calvin Ridley because it's... What's going on? James Conner's going a little early. Kamara went a little... Maybe that's what Kamara goes. Maybe. I don't really know. CJ Stroud's too early. Brock Bowers way too early. This is not going to get thrown out, by the way. DK doesn't throw out drafts where they are off within 20 picks, I don't believe. If it's egregious, I'll see it get thrown out. But this is not egregious enough for them to throw this out. Just a heads up. DraftKings doesn't like to throw out pick or things that aren't egregious from what I've experienced. Let's go ahead and make my Najee selection, assuming that he's still there. He's still there. All right. To be fair, who am I to talk? I'm drafting him 12 picks before ADP. What was the next question? Let's see what we got here. I really liked getting Neighbors in the third, A-Rich in the sixth, and Downs in the 130 to 40 range. Yeah, dude, that combination that was nice, and you can still do that. Honestly, or not now, like the 130 to 40 range. Now you can get Downs in the last round. I saw him go in the 19th round today, and I wouldn't be surprised if you can get him in the 20th. QBs get pushed up in this one. Absolutely. QBs are flying off the board. I am debating on whether I just reach and grab a quarterback because this is kind of ridiculous. Obviously, my quarterback is still there, but I don't think he makes it back to me. And I wouldn't blame whoever has my quarterback to taking him. How long does it take to get DK throughout a draft? I did one where the Tyler Conklin went first overall. That one took about 4 days. 4 to 5 days. I had some guy in my Twitter mentions, this is unacceptable. DraftKings needs to blah. I'm like, dude, it'll get dealt with. Like, it's obviously, sucks, right? Because I think I drafted a fucking sweet-ass team. And I posted it because I'm like, it's going to get thrown out when you draft Tyler Conklin 101. They just have to get to it. Like I'm sure they have a monitoring, like I can't say the word correctly. Monitor. MONITOR. ING. They have that some kind of process where it'll ding, like, and then somebody will go in and look. Hey, should we keep this? No, blah blah. Toss it out. Send the email. I have a feeling it's very similar to how Underdog does it. Underdog just might be more efficient. To be fair, DraftKings has a lot more drafts to go through. But going 5 straight quarterbacks is not going to set it off as long as they're within ADP, 20 to 30 picks of ADP. Like if you took Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Matt Mahomes, Jalen Hurts with your first 4 picks, it's really not going to set it off. But taking a tight end or an undrafted player or somebody with no name, like no picture, that'll probably get thrown out. If it feels like you're intentionally doing something stupid. I just never understood why he took Tyler Conklin, like, first overall. Like, there's no, like, clearly he was just, I really don't get it. I really don't understand. Like, unless he was trying to complete he went off the board. I was hoping for Kyler Murray to make it back to me. It was a far stretch for him to make it back to me. Chase Brown goes to my buddy Jose. Good pick. Good pick. I think I'll be able to get Brian Thomas Jr. on the bring back. So we're going to reach for JSN here. Not reach, but we're going to take JSN here and hope that we get Brian Thomas Jr. And then on the bring back in round 10, we're going to grab Trevor Lawrence or whatever round that is. It'll be earlier, I think, than his ADP, but not this pick, but the next pick. We're drafting a quarterback. Unless Brian Thomas Jr. goes off, then we're just going to grab Daniels. How you drafted Austin Eckler? What is the grossest QB you've drafted this year? This morning, I kept getting sniped and ended with a Mayfield, Carr, O'Connell. That actually might be the exact same quarterback room that I had that I also thought was absolutely disgusting. Kind of funny that there was definitely one. It was definitely one draft where I smashed the draft room, but quarterbacks got decimated, and so my quarterback room was either that or I would like it too. That I had Daniel Jones. I think I had Gardner instead of O'Connell. I think I might have Gardner Minshew, and it was horrendous. But sometimes you gotta have to roll with the punches of bad quarterbacks. I think it was a Will Levis, which I don't mind, right? But it was like Will Levis, Mayfield, and Minshew. It was something bad. That's all I really remember. There was one time I was doing the draft with the RPS guys, and I think that might have been the draft where I got kind of shot out at quarterback. They did a 5-5-5 today. We're doing one tomorrow. I entered one of the golf tournaments for a 5-5-5 ticket. So maybe I win one. It's $9 instead of playing like the big tournament where you probably have 0.0000% chance of winning. For that same cost, you can enter 2 entries into the 5-5-5 tournaments. Yeah, you're going against a bunch of people, but I think you have a better shot at. I think it's like 40 some odd people versus trying to win. Jesus, 3 quarterbacks go off the board. My stress levels just went up eightfold. Jesus. What is going on? Why are you drafting Kirk Cousins so early? Jose? You don't need 3 quarterbacks this early. You have Drake London. To be fair to Jose, overdrafting Kirk Cousins here, he knows that quarterbacks are flying off the board, and this is his best probably chance to get Kirk Cousins based on how they're flying off the board. It's not a bad idea. I might just go, if Trevor Lawrence makes it back to me, go Trevor and Matthew Stafford. That way I get 2 of my 3 now, and then maybe take a player, and then Daniel Jones. Yeah, I thought it was an overdraft, but you're right. It probably wouldn't make it to you for some reason in the 11th, based on what is happening on the left of the board here. There's some wild picks happening at the 3 spot, the 2 spot. No, the 3 spot's okay. 3 spot's okay. The 2 spot and the 1 spot are kind of wild. Eckler and I don't know what is going on with them. Okay. As much as I want Singletary, we need to take a quarterback and be safe. Devin Singletary here. If he makes the 15 packs past ADP, we're taking Singletary. If not, I mean, there's so many good picks here. Like, I'm a little confused on what's happening here. Adam Thielen in the 10th round? What in the... Big Dog 1991 getting his guys. And again, if you don't announce yourself in the draft before the end of the next round, I am not reading your team if you are not in this draft. When you feel like you got sniped on Russell Wilson, you know you got a bad quarterback. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Single entry, I want my guys. I don't blame you. I would not do this in a 20 entry tournament. Yeah, I think that in that kind of tournament, you kind of let it flop. Baker Mayfield. Maybe the 3-hole is wilding too. Okay, if we grab Josh Palmer here, we're done at wide receiver. The wide receiver value in this draft room was kind of crazy. Palmer is my 8th wide receiver. We won the wide receiver room hands down. We are not even sweating that a little bit. This quarterback, running back, my tight end's good. But quarterback, running back room is where, hell, we might even make this a 1 tight end build and just go all running backs and quarterbacks. Obviously, I was wanting Gabe there, but we got Brian Thomas Jr. We have nothing but we're stacked at the wide receiver position. Stacks on stacks. Probably should have made this a running back, even though he was at good value there. Some decent players here. I have almost no J.K. Dobbins, and he keeps going ahead of where I want to take him. So we'll see if we grab him here. Not on this turn, obviously, but on the 13th round. If he's there. And or if there's a quarterback in this round that makes it to there. Technically, he's going to be past ADP for my other quarterback. So T. Higgins is standing out. No doubt, Cade Otton has been one of the quiet stars of the Bucks camp so far. You know, that's somebody that can hurt me. I liked Cade Otton his rookie year. It's funny because I didn't like him the second year. Man, Swift is going to be a problem. I'm not fading Swift, but I don't have a lot of Swift. JJ is him. Sam Darnold throws it deep. Big pass. Anthony Gould, wideout depth, proved to be up to the task. Anthony Gould stepped up in for downs. You know, I have some Gould shares in the big board. I know that's like, what are you bragging about having Gould shares? Dude, I don't know. He has some wiggle to him. He had a little bit of wiggle. A little bit of wiggle. Now, if Isaiah Williams, Illinois former quarterback, transitioned into wide receiver, makes any plays, I will tell you that. In whatever tournament that he's in this weekend, whatever game he's playing, I'm playing Isaiah Williams from Detroit. I don't even know if he's still on the team. I haven't heard anything about him. But if he does still on the team and is playing, that is who I am playing. Got to put the kids to bed. Later, Felix. Good luck. Thank you, buddy. Have a good night. Got plenty of casual drafters in this one. Got some wild drafters in this one. Would be phenomenal if Herman fell back to you here. Yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. Does not make it back to you, but Stafford did, and I'm not complaining about that. We got a nice floor at the quarterback position, which might be enough to, suffice us to get to the next round. We're looking for Daniel Jones in a few rounds here, having Neighbors. Obviously, I would have loved to get Hyatt, but wide receivers just kept falling to me. I had to scoop them up as best as I could. So we're going to be in the running back room here. Oh, God, Gabe Davis is still there. Oh, my heart hurts. I don't want to look at it. I feel ashamed not drafting him. See, J.K. Dobbins goes off again. Where did he go? Who took J.K. Dobbins? Fucking Christ, man. I couldn't risk it. Still trying to figure out why he took him. Did he think that nobody drafted Jamar Chase? I really don't get it. Running backs, of course, are flying off the board. Why not? Let's take our 6th and 5th running back here. I think I need to take Ray Davis here. I think he'll have more work throughout the season. We might go chalk at running back after that, but we need to kind of hit on some points, and I think he's going to have at least some work. Ray Davis is. Hit the like button. Before Najee, who was the player you were obsessed to draft? Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase. It was definitely Kupp. Kupp and Chris Godwin were definitely my 2 guys. It wasn't like I was set on one. If I had to choose between those 2, it would have been Kupp. I'm probably racist and just like the wide receiver, mentally. But I loved Kupp. And then there was a I don't know if it was what ESPN broadcast it was or if it was a Thursday night game. I don't really remember. I was driving home, or I was driving to work at Target or something. I can't really remember where I was driving. And I just remember them saying Devontae Adams thinks that Cooper Kupp can be one of the next he's like one of the greatest footwork type players or something along those lines, and that just stuck in my head. Like, I don't know what it was about Devontae Adams, or it might have been Julio Jones, but just somebody that was like who I like. So I was like, this great wide receiver said this guy is got this potential, and I just became obsessed. I'm like, Robert Woods compared to him, like, get the fuck out of here. People, it blew my mind that people thought Robert Woods was as talented as Cooper Kupp. No, they were never in the same ballpark. Cooper Kupp's health kept him in that same ballpark, but never the actual talent. Cody Schrader should smash in the preseason. Good call. How you doing today, Dylan? Dylan, are you related to Nolan Tracy? Because we have a Nolan Tracy in here. Before Najee, yeah, I already read that one. Hit the like button. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we're at. Let's double check to make sure we're not on the clock almost. We actually are almost the clock. 9 likes. Okay, so if we get to 15 likes, y'all, we'll do a best ball Millie Maker draft. But we need 6 more likes. 6 more likes. Not a lot of running backs went off the board, so we should be good to draft another. Draft Tyler Chandler. That works out. No complaints there. They were at least nice enough to give me Najee. That's all I have to say about these people in this draft room. They were nice enough to give me Najee Harris. We're sitting at 81% on DraftKings, and I think, or more than that, or is it 91? I might be at 81% on both sites, actually. 81% on Underdog. Take Lloyd. Yo, just finished the draft. Got Najee at 102. A lucky devil, you, but I just can't risk it for that kind of biscuit. Yeah, I'm never mad at people who tell me to get them at a different spot. That just means you're not getting all of Najee. You know what I mean? Which is fine. You don't have to play the same way I do. But you're risking it if you don't get Najee. But at the same time, if you think there's such a good value, like at a different spot, like I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's just not how I like to play. I'm at 88% Najee on DraftKings. Let's see if we change the game set to the 14-week best ball. It's at 91%. So I have 91% Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren percentage. So people always ask me, so what are you doing about Jaylen Warren? Jaylen Warren, I have 5%. So almost 100% backfield of the Steelers. On Underdog, I have 13% of Jaylen Warren. So again, close to 95% Pittsburgh Steelers drafted teams at the running back position. I love this team, great value everywhere. Yeah, dude, I'm getting kind of lucky at this running backs position right now. I'm trying not to jinx it because running backs just went kind of crazy here. But there is a player that I do want to make it to me, and I don't think that he will, but I hope that he does. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Since I've introduced music to the live stream, how do you guys feel about it? Is it a plus? Is it a negative? Is it distracting? Can you hear me as good? Please, no one has left me any comments in the chat or in the comment section elsewhere, so I assume it's okay, but I have no idea. Can I see Doc's teams? Doc's teams on this one, Dennis. It is just Jose as far as I know. Did you make huge stands like this when you won it all? I've actually made bigger stands. Daniel Jones goes off the board. Damn it. I actually made bigger stands the year I won it. As I thought the board was clearly mispriced, and I was right at certain spots. I knew that there was something not right with a couple of the running backs not being there. Nobody was equating for the new offensive coordinator change with the Titans, so I had a lot of Derrick Henry, which that was the year that he was going like for 150 a game that he hurt his foot. Depends on the music. Okay. Yeah, I had 95% of Cullen Johnson, the guy that just scored 2 touchdowns last Thursday on my team. I saw the talent. He just didn't make the squad with Trevor Lawrence, which is so wild. And then to come think about it, it was the coach that was really the issue there. We're going to take an upside pick. Has nothing to do with this team. We have a running back that's on the team. How many running backs do we have at this point? We have 5 running backs. We'll probably draft 1 more running back and then maybe draft 2 more wide receivers. So I can get somebody to pair up with JJ. I had roughly 50 to 60% Jamar Chase. I had a high number of Cooper Kupp teams, a very high number of Chris Godwin teams. Though that combination, they were going right next to each other. So what I did is I pulled up Cooper Kupp. I pulled him up 1 round, and so I obviously had a lot more Cooper Kupp than I did Chris Godwin, but I had a lot of Chris Godwin. Yeah, well, so I was actually thinking about this when I was at work today. I didn't just come up with this bold strategy of taking this, like making stands. Like I didn't just come up with it by myself, right? Like, so Osimo / now called Stochastic, they had this guy named Ridpack. And the previous year, he was doing these teams where he would draft 150 teams, all Pat Mahomes teams, all of them. He was still the highest priced quarterback, right? At that point, every week. Yeah, he would lose, and I was okay. Like I had just won 50,000 a few months before, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, this could look terrible, or I could get lucky and I could have these huge percentage stands. If I could get 100% Cooper Kupp, I would have. But I was just dead set on making huge stands. And I credit Rinpack for that thought process 100%. I did not come up with it on my own. He was this guy, if you guys don't know Rinpack, he is like one of the greatest basketball DFS players I've ever seen. He was the way he approached football, I enjoy. I like if you're not going to win, I don't want to waste my time. You know what I mean? If I got the right combination of players and then stacking it differently all the way down, like he had a core, like he had Mahomes, and then he like stacked all the KC guys with them, and then like had a bunch of the other bringbacks. So then he had every optimal possibility of Mahomes with KC wide receiver, with bringback or other players. So like I think that in my head stuck really hard. It's like, okay, this really smart guy, he's not just wasting money. He's not wasting. He could, like this guy, I think he's won so much in my lifetime that he could just waste it if he wanted to, but that's not like how he thought things through. So I knew that there's something to his approach to this approach that could be successful. Running back, should we go Roshan? Yeah, we should go Roshan. If anything happens to DeAndre. And the two late wide receivers. We have Trevor. We have Stafford. So let's get Whittington in here. And Naylor. Weirdly enough, I was like on the Naylor bandwagon his rookie year when nobody else was. Just put that out there. Depends on the music. I like the music. Okay. Oh, my fat kitty just went running. Felix, what's your opinion on the Steelers starting quarterback, Fields or Wilson? I'm personally taking Fields now. I took Russell in the big board, obviously very, very late into the big board, but if you're asking for my opinion now, it is definitely I'd rather so I'm drafting 3 quarterbacks. I'm sorry, I'm beating around the bush. I'm taking 3 quarterbacks in about 99% of my teams, unless I go too elite early. But if I go elite, mid-tier, I'm almost always going to grab a 3rd quarterback. And that 3rd quarterback, hopefully, is usually Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, or Bryce Young. So I think Russ is a better quarterback now, but unless he has a lot of outs to lose his job, if he's not performing as well, if he's not winning, or if they just want to see what Fields has to offer, I feel like Fields has a lot of opportunity later into the season to spark. And obviously we know Fields is a fantasy goldmine. And so I'm taking Fields. I think Russ is a very, very good quarterback. I don't think there's anything wrong if you take Fields or if you take Wilson. Say you have Drake May, you have Bo Nix. Say this is your shit quarterback team, and you take Wilson. I can see how that can play out. I can see the story where that team makes it to the finals and does well. But if you're asking me, I'd rather take Fields with almost 3 quarterback teams almost every time. Especially with the addition of Ayuk. You know, nobody's really talked about this. Maybe at least nobody in my people that I follow on Twitter or on YouTube. That dude is an amazing run blocker. And guess what? Najee's on that team, baby. That was Bobby. That was the year Bobby Trees was going around Cup. You were correct, taking Cup every time. Yes. Well, the thing was, it was Bobby Trees was going in front of Cooper Kupp, and then Chris Godwin was 1 pick after Cooper Kupp, and so therefore I pushed Cooper Kupp up 1 round, and I was taking Chris Godwin instead of doubling and grabbing Robert Trees, which I don't think there's anything wrong with doubling down and getting 2 wide receivers from the same team, as I've been doing it quite a bit with the Bengals, but I don't know. I might need to rethink my strategy. I'm at 35% Tyrone Tracy. I thought that felt high. Might need to up it up. Hey, look, I'm not here to tell you how to play your game, like how you should approach how to play, right? Like, play whatever you feel comfortable risking. The more you risk into one player, the more likely. Look, I have had 2 tough years back to back. Very tough years. But I know at the end of the tunnel, every once in a while, even in those tough years, you might still get a victory. And when you're right about something, you're going to skyrocket. Did we get 15 likes? I don't know. I don't think that we did. I don't know if you guys did your job. Let's reload the page. We got 10 likes. We are down 5 likes, y'all. We are down 5 likes. We need 5 likes before the end of 2 minutes of reading of teams. I'm going to go ahead and let this run out. I need you guys to hit the like button if we're going to do a Millie Maker draft. All right. Since the only person I know in here was Mr. Jose, Spy 007 at the 9 spot, he went A.J. Brown, Drake London, Jalen Hurts, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, Kyle Pitts, Ramondre Stevenson, Chase Brown, Jaden Daniels, Kirk Cousins, Tajay Spears, Jahan Dotson, Hunter Henry, Wandale Robinson, Kamani Vidal, Kendre Miller, Troy Franklin, Jalen Hyatt. You drafted Hyatt, you son of a gun. Dylan Lave, and Michael Mayer. That's a nice little ending to that. Drafting a nice little Raider stack at the end to go along with your little New Orleans stack. It's fun. Nice little Washington, Atlanta. It's good. It's good. It's good. And then I went Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Malik Neighbors, Zay Flowers, Trey McBride, Calvin Ridley, Najee Harris, JSN, Brian Thomas Jr., Trevor Lawrence, Joshua Palmer, Matthew Stafford, Ray Davis, Ty Chandler, Marshawn Lloyd, Braylon Allen, JJ McCarthy, Roshan Johnson, Jalen Naylor, Jordan Whittington. I like it. It's a fun team. It's weird. But you definitely can be unique. I don't worry. That's another thing. People are very worried about being unique in drafts. Don't worry about it. I can almost guarantee you are not thinking like other people. And even if for some reason you are thinking the exact same way on players as somebody else, the probability of having the exact same team in the finals is absolutely. I mean, I've never seen it. Like it. Never. I've honestly never seen it. Never. Not once. And so I wouldn't worry about that. There's other things you could worry about, but that I don't think you have to worry about. I took so much Robert Woods that year. It didn't work out at all. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can be on the other side of it. Imagine if had Cup torn his ACL and not Robert Woods, I would look like the idiot. I like this draft more than the one last night. Yeah, I do. I do too. This is you would have been on the upper half of that of the 3 of the 6 people last night. Let's see here. I will refresh the content, the YouTube studio. We hit 10 likes, y'all. I'm sorry to say. With 24 views and 6 live viewers still here, I think we're at the call it. I don't think anybody has more likes to give. It's okay. We will bump it up to. We'll keep it at 15 likes for tomorrow and whatnot. Keep it at 15. Tomorrow, we might just do a BBM. I think that's what I want to do. It might be a BBM. It might be a DraftKings Millie. But tomorrow, we're competing for $1.5 million. And if we hit the like goal of 15 tomorrow, then we will do a $3 draft, because that seems to be what everybody wants to do. All right. So I'm going to do my shilling. So if you want to leave, I hear you. If you don't want to listen, see you, buddy. Hit the subscribe button. We're at 373. I would like to get to 400 by the beginning of the football season. It's going to be close. Probably won't get it. But if we do get it, you guys get a 25-hour live stream. We'll probably separate it into 8 different videos. That way I could keep it posted on YouTube. Let's see here. What else did I was going to say? Oh, yeah. Patreon, $5 a month. We have 8 days left to sign up for the Yahoo League, where I'm giving $200 of my money / whatever I'm currently making from Patreon. I'm giving that money away to the users in a Yahoo League. Whoever wins the Yahoo League gets $200. Currently, there's one person signed up. I don't quite understand why the other Patreon members have not signed up, but they have not. So if you get in, if it's 2 people, I'm just giving both of you guys $100. If it's 3 other people, that means we got to start the league. So all we need is 4, and you have a 1 in 3 chance. Because if I'm in the finals, whoever is in first or second, whoever's with me in the finals gets the money. I'm just putting it out there. It's $200. That is 8 BBM 6 entries for next year. That's 10 entries into DraftKings Millie Makers. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird person. I would take full advantage of that. But that's not it. That's not all you get. You also get exclusive interviews with people around the industry, getting to know them on a personal level, not just as a football mind or a UFC mind. I've had Kyle Marley on here on my channel. I've had Rubio Dimes. Also, he's kind of everywhere. He's not just football. He's not just NASCAR. He's not just women's golf, tennis, and women's basketball. Chris B, early down grinder. I wasn't as prepared for Chris. I didn't have good questions. I didn't know Chris on a sort of personal level, so I couldn't ask him too personal questions. I did have some good questions, and he had to go a little bit early. But a lot of the other conversations have lasted a long time. We once had the winner of the Underdog regular season winner, where only one person was the winner, and King Cap had him on, and that was a great conversation after the fact. I think those conversations by themselves are worth the $5 that it is for the Patreon. But please sign up for the Patreon. Sign up for the Yahoo League. It is It's $5 for the entry. A $5 entry, and you can win up to $200. I don't quite understand why that hasn't filled up, but the first 12 get in. If it somehow people do that, then so be it. And you get my ranks every Monday. I put my ranks out. I'm adjusting them every day at this point, but every Monday I will give them at that current time for the lobby, as well as for ranks versus the lobbies that night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell somebody close to you you love them. Make sure you give your kids a hug. And yep, it's been fun. It's been real fun. Later, guys.